Hey, David.
Hey, Crystal.
Guess what? We have a friend.
Oh, who's here?
Hi,
It's
Matt.
me.
Oh, hey, Matt.
Hello. What's happening, guys?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, no, it's comfy.
It's a very special chair. It's a very special place to be.
Yeah.
It doesn't take your soul or anything. Today, I'll be quizzing you on, are you the main character?
Oh,
Ooh.
interesting.
Well, quick disclaimer, I've made this up myself based off of just what authors said these character roles are.
What do you think you are, just based off of nothing? Go.
I always consider myself the Green Power Ranger.
Okay. What about you, Dave?
I am probably the love interest.
I like the idea that David is just always holding a rose.
We're gonna find out if you guys are right today. So, now it's dark. You're in the dark now.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yep. And then I appear before you. I am the magical witch, and I'm Crystal, and I'm
Hello.
in charge, and I'm the boss. Hi. Close your eyes. And I want you to think back to your most defining moments that have made you who you are today, whether they're good, whether they're bad. With that in your mind, imagine a forest that reflects or embodies what those moments are. What does it look like?
It is night and there is a shit ton of trees. I spawned and there was a tree in front of me. And it may seem spooky, but it's not actually spooky. It's
For me, it's daytime. Think of like the Legend of Mana tree, like that thick, girthy boy.
Oh my goodness.
that is a big tree.
Okay. I've written down my notes. Okay, now I want you to walk through your forest, and you're going to come in through a clearing. In this
Okay.
clearing, I want you to think of your goals and dreams. Imagine them take shape as a building right in front of you. What does the building look like? How big is it?
It's kind of welcoming. It's a lot more colorful than the forest. Quite grand. It's not crazy tall.
My building's, it's really out of place in the forest. Very tall building. Zooms past the trees, right? It's like
Oh, wow,
towards
okay.
the sky. So the inside's kind of like colorful and stuff, but the outside of the building is very normal and gray.
A huge wall suddenly appears between you and the building.
Oh,
No matter
no.
which way you go, the wall continues to extend. You do manage to find an opening, but there is a person blocking this only gate entry past the wall, and they will not let you pass. They say, only the worthy can enter. What do you do?
Oh, I say excuse me.
I am worthy. I am everyone. This is my idea.
So that guy goes, prove it.
I try and distract him like, what's that over there? Then I run past.
Work, you ran into the gate and you got electrocuted.
Oh no! Well then that was terrible.
That's
I'd
what
ask
we
him
got
for
so far.
advice. I'd say,
Oh.
is there anything I could do to get here?
He says yes, and he gives you this really thick book, a whole bunch of going to the DMV for 8 hours type stuff. And
Aw.
once you've completed that, then you can pass.
Sounds awful.
I would sigh and then I'd be like, all right, man. Cheers.
So you're going to go complete the book.
I'm gonna go to the DMV for 8 hours.
Mads got electrocuted and then is now at the DMV. What are you doing?
Listen, I go up to the guy and I go, all you have to do is shake my hand. And then when he does,
He's
I
skeptical.
I send him a magical surge through my hand, which of course only belongs to the one of the worthy. And he then knows that I am the one, and please step aside, thank you, excuse me, goodbye.
He's impressed, but he still says, nah, bitch, you gotta do the book.
I find Mads and I say, hey look, we both gotta do this book. Let's go on an adventure together.
We've decided to navigate ourselves away so we can complete this stupidly long book. And you run across a table. And on this table, you see 5 bottles.
I throw Mads at them.
You missed. And
Oh,
now
okay.
you're going to look at my fucking bottles and leave them alone. So the first bottle that you see is round and pink. The label simply reads, the greatest thing you'll ever learn. Next to it is a bottle that has ornate metal curls. The label reads, everything you want, but the cost shall haunt.
Ah.
The next bottle is just a simple corked glass, and the handwritten note says, nourish. The one besides that one liquid is shining blinding sunspot, while the other one moves around it like a dark galaxy.
That sounds cool.
The
I want that
label-
one, right?
Yeah,
The
oh, yeah, that
label-
one's like the special edition bottle.
The very, very last one is just pleasantly yellow, and at the very end of the table, it says friendship. Which one do you take?
I'd definitely take the sun and galaxy looking one.
Going with the pink one.
Now you have them. You're not gonna find out what they do until the end of this test. As you're walking, I've decided I'm bored, and I snap my fingers, and now there's a giant troll in front of you.
Oh.
Ew.
I snap my fingers again, and now there's a whole bunch of people. Everybody's running, everybody's screaming. Troll's out of control and is approaching a town. Guys, I'm pretty sure your building of dreams is in that direction, so you might want to stop it.
David, fly!
Hop on my filthy back.
He hits you right into this group of people. The group
Oh,
of
no.
people, they are like, we need all the help we can get. What do you do?
What do you want me to do?
They don't have any plans.
Trolls aren't that smart.
Oh, all right. We take the vines from the trees and we wrap them around his legs. Pirates of the Caribbean music starts playing, and we just
Okay, there's a lot of us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, could also get a group of people on one side and another group of people on the other side to just make sure that we're strong enough to trip it.
Okay. You know what? You've done it.
Yes!
You take down the troll. He hits his head on a rock and gets knocked out.
Well, that was
Sadly,
lucky.
he's dead. It was an
Oh,
accident.
no.
It was an accident. He's dead, but it's okay. He will be fondly remembered
We're also
of
murderers.
everybody. Time for your results.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited.
But based off of my calculations, I'm gonna say Mads is the love interest.
What?
And David, I think you're the main character.
What?
Based off of your answers.
Seriously?
David.
You're my
Why?
love interest, Mads.
David gave me the rose.
First question was all about your backstory. Every single main character has an important and impactful backstory. Forrest is indicative of that. The main character is gonna have a large thing in their past. So David's huge fucking tree, I would say that means that there is some kind of very big thing in your past. Mads.
Yeah.
The love interest can have a backstory. It's not likely going to be incredibly dramatic.
Now, my backstory is chill.
That's why I've categorized you as the love interest. For everybody at home, the villain is actually going to be very similar to the main character. Probably going to be extremely dark, extremely foreboding.
Interesting.
Right? Side character is going to be a pleasant past. It's not going to be super big or super thick. The NPC is going to be very simple. The second answer was every single main character needs goals and drives. So the building obviously represents how big your goals are to you.
Both our buildings were pretty large, right?
Yeah.
So the main character is going to have a ridiculously huge building. This is why I leaned towards David being the main character, just because you could not see the top.
Yeah, I was a bit fuzzy with that because it was like morphing.
You're not sure of it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Even
it's-
then,
it's
you're
the
like, you're not sure of
uncertainty.
it. You just further fit it perfectly into
Nice.
whatever. The villain, again, very similar to the main character. Essence of the building is really going to define what is the villain energy. So side character has goals, but it's likely going to be like a medium-sized building. And the NPC is probably going to have like a cottage. Or the next question was the wall. Every main character has to have the drive to reach their goals no matter what. Interestingly enough, Mads, you threw me for a loop with this one. You gave a pretty main character answer.
Oh,
to
really?
get past the wall, they're gonna do whatever it takes. So David, you also took that route. You were like, I was actually gonna do the same thing, but you go and hang out with Mads. So that was actually more of the love interest answer.
Haha.
The villain, also main character energy, probably stab the gatekeeper.
Whoa.
Villain
That is
energy
villain
is
energy.
do whatever it takes. The side character is gonna need help. Recruit friends, nothing too drastic. Might actually take advantage of the main character getting through the wall and then follow through behind them.
I like the VidCon party.
So the next one was the bottles. The first bottle was the love interest bottle. The second bottle was actually the villain bottle. Third bottle is the NPC bottle. Fourth bottle is the main character bottle,
Oh,
which is
really?
what David grabbed. The yellow bottle was the side character answer. The last question shows how you think about others and how you address pressure. So the main character was going to work together with a team to take down the troll, likely taking on a leadership role to delegate. It was like, what do you want me to do? That was your first knee-jerk reaction.
Right.
David said, well, there's people here. What if we all do it? Love interest will find the leader and work with them directly, which is kind of what Mads did.
That was true.
That's why I categorized you as the love interest.
Interesting.
The villain is going to stop the troll by themselves. Or more so, the villain's going to use everybody as bait and let them die. Side character is gonna likely just be roped into whatever. An NPC
Interesting.
is like, I don't really want to fight, I'm good. So
Yeah.
that's why I categorized you the way I categorized you guys.
That was good.
Congratulations.
Interesting.
That was
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yay. Little do you know I'm the villain all along.
What?
I killed everybody! You keep in mind, if you did get villain, all villains could be the main character in a different timeline. It's all about what you
Sure.
do with the answers put in front of you. Even if you're an NPC, you are making the world around you function and making the world better. And you can be
Yay.
your best self. Good job,
Yay.
team. Mads, tell the people who you are.
I am Mads from Get Mads. I do videos where I talk about Nintendo games.
Go check him out. We have a video on his channel and it's really good and he's great. Subscribe to here and subscribe to him. Comment your results. I want to know what you guys got.
Yeah. You guys, we'll
Okay.
catch you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.